Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a while since our last video. A couple updates. We got some cool new uniforms.
Yeah.
The customers are loving it, so if you haven't done so already, spring is here. Make sure you get your uniforms. A couple of the places locally are a little backed up with embroidery, but make sure you get that done. Gotta look professional.
Yep. All right, so today we're going to bring you a little video about our truck and a little bit of the process we went through. I'm going to say that this is not something that we originally picked out, but this is where we end up. So we're going to give you a little tour of our truck and pros and cons.
Yeah, so guys, we've got a ton of questions about, first of all, how much is the truck? How'd you guys afford the truck? How'd you guys just quit your jobs and start this business? It is a lot of money. So a truck like this is going to run you roughly about $65,000. We did a lot of jobs in between jobs. We did a lot of like landscaping, home renovations type jobs, pretty much anything we could to pocket as much as we could to make sure that we can afford this truck. So
yeah, so you can start your side hustles. You don't need to just quit your job. You can start this on the side and work your way there, or you can start with a truck and trailer. You don't have to start with a truck like this. So whatever you have, you can start your side hustle, a part-time gig, or even if you want to do it full-time. So here's our truck.
this is our 2020 Isuzu NPR gas model. We decided to go with the gas because the diesel was roughly about $10,000 more money. Wanted to use that money and invest in tools and stuff like that. So check it out. So this baby is equipped with a massive tool locker. It's a little messy, we've been a little busy, but this is all our tools that we use on a daily basis, and we're going to release in our next video a high-level overview of what we use. So also in here we have our tarp system. Pressing the button is definitely the way you guys want to go. You don't want to be going to the dump and untarping stuff. It makes our lives so much easier, and the name of the game is to get as much jobs done as quick as possible so you make the most money. Come take a look at the back. So check out all this space. So this is 16 cubic yards total in terms of total volume that we could fit in the truck. The maximum payload that we can put in here is roughly about 4,500 pounds. So for the most part, you will cube out the truck before you even hit that 4,500 pound mark. We haven't hit it. We've done it almost once, but we're not doing concrete, gravel, stuff like that. So check it out. The other thing to mention, guys, is we also have a load ramp. This has the ability to either load here, swing the door shut, and then just fill in as much as possible. Or if you want to center it, you can go ahead and do that as well. So that has roughly about 1,200 pound capacity that we can put on that. The great thing about this truck too is it's pretty low to the ground. We've done pianos where you just lift it up to the edge. Steph and I pick it up, scream a little bit, and we get it loaded on the truck. So So I hope you guys are enjoying this video on our truck. We're going to go over a little more details, but we want to take a step back and tell you guys exactly why we bought this truck.
Yeah, so we bought this truck because we were both really burnt out with our jobs. We decided to both take some time off, kind of just take a breather, and we bounced around some different business ideas, what we wanted to do, but we decided that we really wanted to work for ourselves. Putting that many hours in a week, we were like, hey, we have really great work ethics. Let's work for ourselves and put all that hard work into something for us. So,
and I would say this is the best investment I made so far. Yes, it was a strange feeling writing a massive check for a down payment, and yeah, but it's definitely been worth it. Now the down payment, I mean, one job pays the down payment for the month. So
yeah. But like Mike said, we took some time off. We kind of figured out what we wanted to do and maybe what kind of truck we wanted, but we worked a lot of side hustles in between. We picked up landscaping, we picked up yard services, we picked up little moving jobs, we rented U-Hauls.
We raked and blowed leaves for about 12 hours.
We did some furniture, any jobs that we could get to make a little cash. You know,
buying and selling kayaks on Facebook was another pretty good one for us. So
yeah, we did a lot of different side hustles, and between the time we ordered the truck and then we actually got the truck, so you can make money any way possible. Any way you can think you can make some money, go ahead, do it. Put the money aside.
The only way you're not going to make money is working for somebody else. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
and if you're working hourly, junk removal is the job for you guys.
Yeah, so we decided junk removal seems to be up and coming, and a decent way to make some money. So we're all in.
More on the truck. The other thing to mention, safety features on this truck, it has the one secure lock here, these two chains to hold it together, as well as this lock here. The one thing that I would maybe change on this truck is if it had a clip to clip on the sides, because you don't want that door swinging open. If that door swings open while you're dumping, it'll severely damage your door, and you don't want that to happen on your brand new truck. Let's come around to the other side. The other huge thing when you buy a truck like this is a moving billboard. So you got to make sure that you have decals, your number, email address, where you guys are located, free estimates, and the services that you guys provide. Because while you're the amount of jobs that we've gotten just by somebody said, oh, I saw your truck at the intersection over here. I saw it at the post office. So make sure you spend the extra money. I think it was roughly about $1,300 for us to add this to our truck. Pays for itself. So this truck it also has the ladder to walk up the side. So this just pops out. Then you have the ability, if you want to fix your tarp, reposition a load, anything you can, that's what it's there for. Has a little clip so it doesn't come out, and you're on to your next job. This is the other side. It's fully loaded with all the tools. It's a little messy. Steph hasn't been cleaning, but I'll address that with the #1 Elf later on.
Yeah.
But. So come on to the interior. So this is where Steph normally sits, but this is what it looks like. Alright guys, so this is the interior of our truck. We try to keep it as clean as possible. We do have the cloth seat option. We're definitely going to invest in some seat covers, a little more rugged. Walking in and out of the truck, getting them dirty, you don't want to rip these seats. They're not as heavy duty as the other seat covers, so we're definitely going to do that, so stay tuned on that. And this also has the ability It has a backup camera and audio system, so when you go to back up the truck, once it heats up a little bit, give it a sec.
It's from resume database. Visit Indeed.com.
So when you go to back the truck up,
and get a $75.
you can see the back. So that is a great feature to have. I was not the best at backing this truck up when I first got it. That definitely helps. I would highly recommend that. And some insurance providers will even take off some money by having that bonus safety feature. And you guys probably heard the horn in the back. That's a must. It's required as well for DOT and everything like that. So, all right, guys. So this is an absolute game changer in the junk removal business. So basically, what this button does is it dumps your load. So you're not loading it up and then unloading it by hand. You press the button at the dump, and it's offloading. Especially when you guys have heavy stuff like pianos, metal, that type of objects. You don't want to load it, kill yourself to get it on the truck, and then kill yourself to get it off. Once it's on, press that button, and you're done. The great thing about this being inside the truck is I don't even have to get out of the seat. Steph can go in the back, unlatch the doors, and I press that button and we're done. Right, Steph?
Right.
The great thing about this Isuzu is the turn radius on the cab over. So you could basically do a 360 and end up in the exact same spot. It's great for tight turns. Just like that, back in the exact same spot. So for those of you that are scared to buy a dump trailer, you don't know how to back it up, if you guys are looking for a truck and you've never driven one before, this has got to be the easiest truck in the world to drive. If I can do it, Steph can do it, so can you. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of our brand new 2020 Isuzu NPR dump truck. Gas version, like I said, it's $10,000 cheaper. If you guys are looking to do something like concrete and heavier items, definitely go with the diesel version. The diesel version payload total, you're looking at 19.5 versus 14.5. So you definitely get a lot more weight that you can put in the truck. But in junk removal, you don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did end up with this truck, but this is not where we started. So when we first started, we were going to buy a used truck. We soon, after only looking at 2 used trucks, we realized that that was not the way we were going to go.
So we drove about 15 minutes to look at
that.
maybe a little longer. And I was super excited to go see this truck. Steph was like, all right, yeah, let's go check this thing out. It was about 5 years old. It had 160,000 miles on it, and it was an old 1-800 guy junk truck. So I thought, you know what? If they're the top in the industry, maybe that's the truck for us. Wrong. This truck was beat up. The dashboard was beat up. Rust everywhere.
Yeah.
It
was bad. It was really bad. We did 2 laps around it, and even I looked at it and was like, yeah, this is a no-go. This is not...
And I was still kind of excited. I'm like, Steph, what do you think? And she's like, no.
No.
So... that's the reason why we have this truck. We wanted to start with a new truck. We didn't want to deal with maintenance issues, breaking down. This is the one truck that we have. So if it's not running, we're not making money.
Yeah.
So buying a cheap truck like that, and the guy wanted like $30,000, so it was half the price off of this truck.
Of money, and it was
No,
it was just not good. So.
And the other reason why we went with the Isuzu is the great warranty.
Yep.
So their warranty for this one was 5 years, 150,000 miles, which you can't find that. We actually took a look at a couple Fords. Again, you could put more in the back if you have a Ford, but you only get 60,000 mile warranty or something like that. And we get five free oil changes.
Yeah.
So you really don't have to pay for an oil change until you hit about 60,000 miles. So that's great right there. So
yeah. So yeah, we did look at the Chevys and the Fords as well. We looked at the switch and goes, but we ended up with this truck, and it's turned out to be great. We really like it, and like Mike said, we wanted something that was, you know, professional. We wanted to hit the ground running since we both quit our jobs. We wanted to run with the big boys. So, and we get a lot of compliments. The wrap job, everything looks so good. We get asked all the time if we're a franchise, and we just laugh and smile, and we love it.
We love when people ask
Yeah,
that.
we're
And no,
saying,
we are not. But if you're
thank
interested
you.
in buying a Junk Elves franchise, give us about 2 months, and we'll make it happen for you.
Yeah, so it's all good. And we opted to go with the flat side of the dumpster. That just made it really easy to have it wrapped and for it to look really sharp and clean.
Make sure it pops. So
Yeah. So people can see us when we're driving by. Like Mike said, it's a billboard that you paid for, you invested in, but now it's just free advertising. So. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed our video of our truck. If you have any questions, please let us know. Leave them in the comments or feel free to reach out. We love helping.
And she doesn't have a name yet. So if you guys have a name for her, put them in the comments down below.
Yep.
Right now we're working with G-Wagon.
G-Wagon.
We kind of like it, but it's a girl, so.
Yeah, if that helps.
Yeah.
All right, guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. We love interacting with all of you, and
Until next time.
stay tuned.